This is the Turf Zone Podcast, your central information and news hub, bringing together professionals from turf associations across multiple states to share things to help you in your business. Brought to you in partnership with our friends at the Maryland Turfgrass Council. This episode is sponsored in part by Sod, world-class service on demand. Visit us online at www.buysod.com. Now, let's get in the zone.
Welcome to the Turf Zone. In this episode, we feature an article titled Recap of the MTC Annual Conference. Anyone who missed the 46th Annual MTC Winter Conference on December 14, 2021 at Turf Valley Resort missed a real opportunity for up-to-date education, fantastic networking, and of course, picking up needed pesticide and fertilizer lawn applicator recertification from Maryland and surrounding jurisdictions, plus education points from the GCSAA. We had nearly 350 attendees at the first live conference after being required to go virtual last year. Everyone followed our COVID policy, including not coming if you woke up the day of the conference and didn't feel well. Thanks to Sarah Ellis, these folks were able to join the few who were still not comfortable in a crowd, and 21 gained their credits by watching the lawn and landscape management session by Zoom. The speakers were fabulous and included such turfgrass specialists as Dr. Doug Lindy from Delaware Valley, Brad Jakubowski from Penn State, Brad Parks from Rutgers, Dr. Joe Doherty from University of Maryland, Steve McDonald from Turfgrass Diseases Solutions, Jeff Reinhardt from University of Maryland Institute of Applied Agriculture, Sheva Pedigari from University of Maryland, David Clement from University of Maryland H&GC, Dr. Kevin Mathias, University of Maryland Emeritus, as well as special presentations from Elliot Downing of USGA, Pete Wendt from Congressional Country Club, and Kyle Steidel from Caves Valley Country Club, Tom Kirsch from Mountain Branch Golf Club, Jason Bowers from MNC PPC Montgomery Parks, and Gordon Kreitzer from Chesapeake Valley Seed. A special thank you, one and all, for all the fabulous presentations, and particularly Jeff Reinhardt and the Education Committee for putting the program together. But the conference also would not be a conference without all the fabulous displays featuring products from hydro seeders, to seeds, to chemicals, to tiny robots. Thanks again to all of our great vendors. We had 29 booth displays this year, including BASF, Bayer Environmental Science, Central Sod Farms, Finch Turf Equipment, Fisher & Son, Genesis Green Supply, University of Maryland Institute of Applied Agriculture, K&C Grounds Maintenance Incorporated, Landscape Supply Incorporated, MASTMA, Newdolf USA, Newsome Seed, Nutrient Solutions, Sepro Corporation, Spectrum Analytic Incorporated, Tiny Mobile Robots, and Turf Equipment and Supply. Visitation with all the vendors took place while eating a delightful buffet during the extended lunch provided by Turf Valley Resorts. Lastly, we wouldn't have the conference without the generous support of our sponsors, who each year donate to help defray the cost of the conference and provide more funds to support our University of Maryland turfgrass programs. A very special thanks to Bayer Environmental Science for being a friend of the university, Fisher & Son, Noble Turf, Nutrient Solutions, and Syngenta for sponsoring a breakout room. Coffee and sweets were provided by Harrell's LLC, while lunch was provided by Landscape Supply and Newsome Seed, and Turf Center Incorporated provided for all the mailings. But don't fret if you cannot join us for the 46th conference. The 46th Annual Conference is already scheduled and planning has already started. Mark your calendar for Tuesday, December 13th, 2022, and join us right back at Turf Valley Resort in Ellicott City. Also, none of this would be possible without the hard work by your MTC officers and board of directors. Thank them when you see them. For all resources associated with this article, check out our show notes. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at theturfzone.com.
You've been listening to the Turf Zone. Thank you to our sponsors, including Buy Sod, world-class service on demand. Visit us online at www.buysod.com. For more episodes of The Turf Zone, visit theturfzone.com and subscribe on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app.